And audio up. Alrighty. We are
Yes.
connection established. We are live. Welcome, everybody,
Alright.
to Call of Cthulhu Alone on Halloween. This session will be featuring the player ElliottAmbers. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Good evening, everyone. My name is ElliottAmbers. I'm not new to tabletops. This is the first time I've done something like this in a while, but I'm a strategist. I spend a lot of time playing strategy games. And
Mm.
what is a tabletop RPG but a strategy game not digitally played, you know? It's I have full confidence that I'll survive this campaign.
Funny you say that. One of the things I started to map out in Call of Cthulhu because I realized it's actually a very good system for it. Uh,
Mhm.
is I really started to like the melee combat in that
Mhm.
it has very unsurvivable odds, but part of it is if you get a better skill roll than your opponent, you can attack back. So the more people that attack you, the more
Mhm.
attacks you get against them. And
I see.
I think you might know what this sounds like.
I
It
don't.
it would work very well for a Fire Emblem game.
Oh, I see. Just choke point. Just
Yeah,
one guy tackling a bunch of other dudes. I see.
specifically, I'd do it as because I'd still want to keep in the sanity system and stuff, but
Mhm.
a very dark version of Fire Emblem where you can have the guts against a
Mhm.
hundred guys,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and be losing your mind and going into states of madness and rage or intense fear or whatever the
That
things you
sounds like a
see.
cool concept. You just put one guy in front of a choke point that has like endless reinforcements, and he just slowly starts losing his mind.
Yeah, you got like demon hordes to do that to you, but also at the same time, I think because there's built insanity rules for losing your allies and such,
Yeah.
uh, it actually works well in the sense of like you could throw them against insurmountable odds and like help them cause the enemy line to break and stuff,
Hmm.
kind of like morale systems. And
Yeah.
I know some of the BX clones have good morale systems, such, but
Hmm.
that helps with the fights or shoot them till they're dead.
Yeah. And I'm ready to shoot things until they're dead.
Mhm.
I don't know what we're gonna fight in this, but I specifically chose to have the ability to use a handgun for a reason.
Aye,
I'm a
aye.
librarian, but
Yeah, I gave. There was that glove box option for a reason. Hopefully, it will come in handy. Well, well.
Mhm.
To begin, you, Elliot Ambers, are a student of journalism at the old and respected Miskatonic University. You are at the
Mhm.
top of your class and have won many honors and awards for your top notch papers, articles, and research work in the field of the occult and the paranormal, which is your specialty field of interest. You are now working towards a grant that will not only pay for your graduate studies, but also allow you to seriously research the phenomena of the supernatural, specters, and other hauntings.
Mhm.
You know, that a spectacular thesis on the paranormal should be just what you need to win that grant. It is October 31st, Halloween night, and you have been chosen to cover a Sabbath of a witch coven in the legend shrouded Salem. An important task, as it is the first time outsiders have been invited to witness such a meeting. You were picked to cover the event because of your impeccable record, and you feel this could be the break that you've been waiting for. Accompanying you to the Sabbath is underclassman and good friend Corey Adams, who shares your interests in the unusual. You are in high spirits, as is your friend. Although the night's driving, wind, and icy rain makes you worry that you won't be able to see, there won't be much to see at the coven meeting, which you desperately hope will go as planned. As you head out of Arkham, you laugh and joke with your companion and discuss various topics. You're driving. You leave the shimmering yellow and white lights of Arkham behind you, sorry, as you turn
Mhm.
off Church Street and onto Sentinel Street and head out of town towards Salem. Before long, civilization gives way to wilderness, and you find yourself on a long, dark, barren road that twists through a desolate forest of now leafless trees. The wind and rain pour on your car, and the occasional brilliant flash of jagged lightning illuminates the haunting sky and hellish woods on either side of you. After some distance, you spot lights from something that appears in the distance. Could you make me a spot hidden check?
A spot hidden check. I have to roll a 100, right? Roll
D100,
D100.
roll under. Yes.
Orange. I should have brought dice with me. Let me just pop this in here. So there we go. It's wrong. It's wrong. There we go. I rolled a 17.
Ah, that must be a very good success then. And you are able to clearly make out, even across the wind and the rain and the fog, a brooding old manor at the top of a hill that overlooks the road. And although you only get a fast glimpse of it, an uneasy feeling creeps up your spine. And you think back to old haunted house pictures and the like. The few you've seen on old black and white tapes at the movie theater. And how terrifying they are, even if some of your filmmaker friends can clearly recognize the masks and paper mache sets that they use for them. But as you drive along joking with Corey, could you make me a listen roll?
A listen roll? Let's see. We've rolled a 70.
Is that under or above your listen?
It's above by 10.
Well, a sudden jolt. Your car begins to spin. You go out of control. Something's wrong with the tires. The sound, the air leaking, it must have blown out. Could you make me a successful drive check?
A drive check? I rolled a 34.
34. Pass or fail? Just under or above?
That's above.
Ah, unfortunate. You manage to bring your car to a stop, although you find that in your mad skin you are thrown off the road and into a muddy ditch. You and your companion are both unharmed, but it is obvious that your car will be of no use to you any longer this evening. The rain continues to pour down unmercifully, and all around you is heard the cackling and snapping of the mighty tree branches under the torment of the gale. You are miles from the nearest town. Do you wish to remain in your car and wait and see if someone comes by, walk to the nearest town, or walk down the road to the mansion house you passed? You might also want to check your blown out tire.
Let's check the blown out tire first. Let's see. I have rolled an 88.
All right. So I'm guessing that that probably fails on your spot hidden, right?
Spot hidden. Yes, it does. This is some serious RNG.
You find nothing unusual, although you can also find no reason for the tire to have suddenly burst. To wait here for assistance. You could wait here for assistance, try to walk to this house, which doesn't look too far away, or walk to the nearest town.
I'm walking to the house.
All right. With Corey following you, you trudge through the rain up to this old haunting house, huge and rambling with steep piked roofs and high arching windows. A dark brooding tower stretches up into the black sky. A yellow flash of jagged lightning. You get your first clear view of the decayed grounds surrounding the castle-like fortress. You see that the tall, grotesque trees, their limbs twisted and buckled and devoid of foliage, surround this place, though it is the fall season, and perhaps they haven't been taking it well. A crooked, rusty and iron fence also surrounds the building, and the iron spikes on it make you shiver not just from the cold of the rain. Putting your feelings of uneasiness aside, you walk up to this old wooden door with a tarnished door knocker. Well, yes, you're standing in front of it. Of course, you could reach
Do
out your
I?
hand and rap on it.
I can I open the door?
Hmm.
I attempt to
Moving to
open the
open the
door.
door without knocking, it's unlocked, and it creaks open loudly, and you step inside a dark foyer room, only to be suddenly surprised as a voice, you turn around, and now there is a hunchback man with long white hair and a black coat with tails peering at you from one of the hallways. Who
Can
might you
I?
be?
My name is ElliottAmbers, and my car seems to have both blown out the tire, and I think it's fallen into a ditch. So I was wondering if I could find some help. I apologize for barging in.
Corey hastily says, it also reiterates your apology, and states, they're just looking for a way out of the rain, and he thought this place had no occupants, but the butler chuckles. Oh, do not worry. This place is far populated. We're actually having a Halloween party here. Oh, I should introduce myself. My name is O'Brien. Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet your acquaintance, O'Brien. A Halloween party out here seems a little out of the way.
That is part of the fun, is it not? Well, all the others are probably in the ballroom right now, but it's something of a masquerade we're having right now. And he says, "You're soaking. Could I take your coats?"
Oh, yes, please. It's this this rain has been very unforgiving as we made our way from our car over to you or over to this building.
You hand him your coats, and you could probably fish your camera out of the pockets before you hand them off to him.
I will make sure to have that camera on me.
He begins leading you through the manor, past paintings hanging dustily on the walls, and past rooms which doors slightly ajar. You can see inside. It looks like they haven't been used in a long time. Suddenly, from above you, as you ascend the foyer steps, well, one set of in what looks to be a different foyer than the one you came in. Strange place.
Oop,
Sending the
wrong
steps.
one.
There's a cackle, and you look up to see a red haired woman in a maid's uniform descending. Oh, visitors? Oh, these two young people have had a problem. These two young people have had a problem with their vehicle, explains the butler. They have come to escape the storm for a time, and to see about assistance. You notice that both the maid and the butler speak with accents.
Huh. Strange. I wonder where they're from. Would it be possible to inquire? Would it be rude for me to ask where do these people come from?
Yeah, you could try to inquire with them, or you could just try to recognize their accents on your own.
Oh, you're right. I am smart. How to, I will roll to recognize. I have rolled a 61, which that is a check for listen. Oh hell.
It's actually a
And a
no
60.
check.
A no check? A knowledge?
Mm-hmm.
That is
EDU.
EDU. Oh, I have an 80.
Easy then.
I'm incredibly intelligent.
The butler's accent, it appears to be New English, and the maid's is something with a hint of Irish.
Irish.
You could
Makes
comment
sense.
on
New
this
England
or
area.
let it pass as they continue to talk.
I think I'll let it
And
pass
welcome,
and
Blaines.
listen to them.
The maid
Yeah,
struts up to you, and there's something off. Not just her eyes, which seem to pierce through you, but also a movement which is very graceful and practiced, but beyond anything that seems reasonable. Miss Quinn, wouldn't you get our guests something to warm themselves? Says O'Brien. And she replies back, oh, follow me. As she leads you towards a set of double doors, beyond it, you hear the sound of many voices. We don't want to intrude, the butler says. You have arrived on a very special night, he explains. Our employers are celebrating the holiday in all the splendor of old Germany. But do not concern yourselves, for the Baron and Baroness would love to have you, and would not hear of you going back to that dreadful weather. At that, Miss Quinn quietly opens the double doors, and beyond is a ballroom furnished completely in very old and obviously very valuable furniture. Within the chamber are 11 people of varying races, all dressed in black. All attention seems to be centered on a very regal-looking gentleman with a monocle and a very elegant, beautiful woman at his side. O'Brien leads you into the chamber, all eyes turning to you, still dripping from the rain. You follow behind the hunchback butler, somewhat embarrassed. As you enter the room, a number of sights and sounds cascade around you. You could try to gain more information from either spotting, listening, or recognizing some of the historical importance of these things.
I think I'll try to listen around for the conversations going on in the room first. So
You make me a listen check.
I rolled an 86.
All right.
Which is above my 60.
O'Brien, you try to make out the conversations, but they all blend together, and still following behind the butler, you find yourself in front of the monocled man and the elegant woman as they're speaking with 3 other people. My lord, O'Brien says to the monocled man, bowing slightly, may I introduce you to some unexpected guests? They have had an accident with their vehicle and are in need of something to warm themselves. And a phone call for assistance, that might also be reasonable. The man peers at you for a moment, and then with a cool smile, introduces himself as Baron Bernard Tessusi von Recht. Extending a gloved hand first to Corey and then to you, the Baron gives you a very firm handshake. With a majestic wave of the hand, the Baron introduces his wife, Baroness Deva, or Ade von Recht. She welcomes you, but does not smile, remaining rather cold and somber-looking. But the Baron and Baroness and Baron speak with accents, and yet there is something about them that does not seem right to you. Make an idea roll and go to 76. Make an idea roll.
I have rolled a 61.
So I'm guessing that's a pass.
Idea roll. I don't... What would idea go under?
Intelligence. And welcome, Pig.
Intelligence.
Not exactly that kind of roleplay.
Oh, 70. Yeah, it is a pass.
You realize that the Baron and his wife do not speak with German accents, even though they would have you think they are from Germany.
Huh. I wonder if they were raised here, if they're just cosplaying, if they're just role-playing as German barons and baronesses.
Title
I'll keep that to
grabbers.
myself and not say anything.
Title buyers.
Just keep it in mind. The fakers.
Well, please, feel at home and join our celebration of holiday, won't you? The Baron says in a rather smooth, almost hypnotic voice. It is on holidays such as these that I long for our homeland. Oh, how I miss Mother Germany and her beautiful countryside. But no matter. This is a celebration, not a time for such musings. To inquire, you might want to inquire more, or you could let his obvious fondness for Germany pass.
Mm-hmm. I'll ask him about it because he doesn't seem like he's a true authentic Germany. So I'll inquire about that. So
The
should I?
Baron looks at you for a moment as you begin to pelt him with some of your questions of his homeland, then smiles and answers you. The von Reich family is one of the oldest and most respected families in all of Germany, and I am a direct descendant of nobility. As my title indicates, I too am a noble, at least in my country. My family is descended of the Sliskys. The blood of Attila the Hun courses through my veins. A dubious honor indeed. Would you not agree?
Attila the Hun.
The old country is most dear to me, and even the very soil of the ground is like gold to me. That is how greatly I love the land of my birth. But alas, I was forced to leave my homeland with my ever beautiful wife, looking to her. You see, in this ever changing and growingly technological world, reside in certain comforts must be banned. Even those must be abandoned for the betterment of business. Simply put, I'm an industrialist, and the benefits of living in your country, unfortunately, outweigh that sweet love of home. I must keep up with the times, you know. I find the supply of certain raw materials, which are crucial to me, to be more abundant here and easier to come by. There's something odd about that statement.
That does seem strange that he would give up everything just for the sake of being for money. He would give up the love for his
Mhm.
quote unquote homeland. Something doesn't sit right there.
You could try either psychology or anthropology to dig deeper into what might be inconsistent.
I'll try for a psychology roll, and we have rolled an 85 out of my 10.
Hmm.
We made an
Failing.
effort.
Failing. Where is it? Hold on. Yeah, I lost my place for a minute. And yeah, okay, that's the one. You continue to make small talk for a few minutes with the talkative Baron, although his wife says nothing except when a question or comment is directed at her, which she then answers very curtly. Shortly, the maid returns with two heavy mugs filled with some beautiful aromatic beverage. The warmed liquid smells like apple cider, yet there's a hint of brandy in it.
Hmm. Seems a little.
All the others seem to laugh and take great pleasure in this new set of drinks brought around.
Think think I will respectfully decline the drink.
Do you say anything to your companion?
I'll mention that it smells. It has a certain smell to it. Feel like in the current state that we're at, in the current juncture, it may not be the wisest thing to indulge in.
Could you make me a persuade roll?
Persuade roll. I have rolled an 89 out of 10.
Corey, though you try to persuade him, uh, politely states, Elliot, though I can understand your concerns, this appears a bit odd to me too. I am quite thirsty, and he quickly downs the warm liquid.
At least one of us will be fine, at least.
You and Corey get back to talking, and shortly after the drinks, uh, and you put your drink politely down on a table, dessert is also served, though Corey has been a little bit more silent
Hmm.
since
Can I inspect the
drinking.
dessert?
The dessert is small little frosted cakes.
Small little frosted cake. And everyone else around, I assume, is also indulging in these cakes.
Yes.
I think I could reasonably reasonably take part in the dessert.
Picking up one of the cakes, you bite into it, and you make your way through, but as you bite into the center portion where there'd be some kind of filling or whatever, there's an odd, almost almondy tasting filling, and diving into it, could you make me a power roll?
Power roll. All right. I've rolled a 75 out of my 60.
As you are unable to resist whatever strange effect this is bringing over you, you find too that, like Corey, you grow more and more silent, as if something push is pushing its weight down upon you, though the other guests only look to be getting more and more ecstatic around you. As the world fades in and out, time starts and slows. And
That's
then,
not good.
and then, uh, and then, you find yourselves, you find yourself somewhere not here. Concrete
Whoa.
walls and a staircase in front of you.
Jailed us.
A it's a dark hallway of some kind, almost looks underground, but you do get some feeling there's something in the darkness behind you.
Something in the darkness. Can I roll a spot hidden check to see if I can see what it is?
Yes, make a spot hidden check.
Let's see. 4. What are all these rolls? I failed the check.
You try to look back into the darkness, but it's a mismatch of shapes and blurs, and whatever you had must still be having some kind of effect on you. Your head pounds from dizziness. And the stairs forward at this point, you realize that they may be very daunting to get down in your current state.
Can I roll to listen to see here if anything is around me?
Make a listen roll.
A 46 against my 60.
Alright. What was... Perhaps my document's a bit out of order, but... and trying to figure out where.
Seems like you've been put in some kind of scary dungeon. And hopefully nothing there is going to kill us yet.
Yes, yes. Well, as you listen into the darkness, you realize that though you have the feeling of something chasing you, there isn't actually such a thing, it would seem.
So there's not actually there's no immediate danger just yet.
That's what it appears like.
Let's see.
In fact, this whole thing seems oddly otherworldly, unreal.
Could I roll for occult to see if anything in the area feels...
Well, you don't have any symbols or references. It's actually surprisingly blank, but could you make me an idea roll, please?
Idea, let's roll. I roll a 61, and my idea is 70.
All right. With a successful thought, you realize this could very easily be some kind of dream, some hallucination. And these stairs, as you look towards them, you're able to bring them up, bring them from the daunting descent that you would have to make into just a normal hallway flat where you can easily begin to walk away from a non-existent pursuer. In the hallway at the other end, you see a dim light that slowly grows brighter and brighter.
I think I want to run towards the light. Are we chained or anything, or are we just in a room in this
You're
hallway?
just in a strange concrete hallway.
I see. Well, I think I want to run towards the brightening light.
Moving towards the bright light, there's a rattling of chains from behind you. As you turning around, you see a figure in tattered robes, soiled and dismal. It's boiling down after you, and you can't see its legs or feet. It just seems to tumble forwards. And at one glance, you look ahead once more, and as you continue running from it, you realize something you must have missed in your first glance. And turning back, you see it has your face.
Huh. That's creepy. Do I have my face?
And with that glance, as you put your hands and touch your face to try to make sure it's there, it's not. The thing reaches out and engulfs you, and the light and you and all is swallowed by shadow. And then you awake, groggy, to the sound of hoofbeats on stone. And you find you're lying on cool cobblestones on some street. It is night, and you are dimly aware of the buildings around you. And it seems like the hoofbeats are almost on top of you. Rolling to one side, nothing passes, but the hoofbeat sounds remain, approaching you on this strangely antiquated thoroughfare.
Could I do a listen check?
Make me a listen check.
Let's see. Is it real hoofbeats? Or am I going crazy? I got a 56.
You're listening out. It does not seem to be real hoofbeats, but this place also is filled with other unreal sounds. Sounds of twinkling and a faint music from the sky, which is a hushed gray pierced by multicolored stars, scattered like little grains of pepper. And the buildings around you are uniformly dark and shadowed. The architecture's old and somewhat gothic, and there's something disturbing about this place. The sound of hoofbeats snaps you back to attention. The sound is still approaching, and in fact, seems scant yards away.
Can I spot
But
it
it's
and
almost
see
if it's coming to a stop.
Oh. Could I look for it?
Well, first, add 2 Cthulhu Mythos and subtract 2 Sanity. But
Add 2 Cthulhu Mythos. Where is my points for that?
you can
Oh,
just
I
use a
see.
notepad to keep track of it. And
2 Cthulhu Mythos minus 2 Sanity.
mm-hmm. And could you make me a power roll?
And then Sanity 58 right now. And a power roll?
Mm-hmm.
We have rolled a 52 and my power is 60.
Gotcha. The hoofbeats suddenly pick up again, and they seem to pass right through you, whipped by wind. And you catch the briefest whiff of horse scent, as well as some kind of strange ethereal experience. The sound stops cold, and then there's a deadly sudden silence about. This time, even more silent than the last, the music of the stars going with it. Seems like there's something different now here.
So would I be able to look around and see what feels off about the area here?
Yes, you would.
Let me roll a spot hidden check.
Tell me pass or fail.
Pass.
Alright. In one of these buildings is the same two large front doors, wooden and old and with the same rusted door knocker as at this mansion.
So it's like the mansion we were just in?
Yeah,
You know, they say fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But I'm still gonna go in again. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say.
alright. Did I have you roll luck already?
No.
Alright, well, roll 3d6, times that by 5. And
Alright.
I may ask you to make luck rolls throughout the game, but you can also spend luck to succeed, reducing your luck stat and adding an equivalent amount of, well, reducing your check by an equivalent amount of luck to try to
See.
succeed.
So
So,
you said 3d6 times 5.
mhm.
So I have rolled a 9. So that is a 45 in total.
So roll to see if you're under or above that luck.
Alright. We are under that luck. Or we are I just rolled above that luck.
Mm-hmm.
So you said I could
The
take
door
away luck.
opens,
Oh.
and inside stands, well, pushing open the door, and the room is dark, and inside stands the maid, Miss Quinn. Aha, please come in, she purrs. Some heat for cold travelers on this awful night.
Where am I?
She
So
laughs
familiar,
as
so
if
different.
ignoring your question. And you recognize as the lights come into view, this isn't the house. You're on the shore of a monstrous black lake, somewhere else. And the stars here now are closer. The ground above you is a fine gray sand that leads down to the gentle waves. Your companion is here too, and you look at each other confused. On the lake, something breaks the surface of the water, and a mass of tissue and eyes and welts and blisters arises from the darkness.
Oh, that's a lot.
Its mind, even closer than its physical body, if that makes sense.
It does.
Could you make me a sand check?
Let's check my sanity. Alright. I passed it.
Even with a successful check, the sudden shock deals you 1 point of sanity damage.
I see.
And suddenly, you bolt up. You still seem to be in the ballroom of the manor, your dream fading away. And it's all empty now, quiet around you. And the ground and your skin, your touch, this is reality. But you're not sure how much time has passed until you check your watch and see a full hour is gone. Your companion and everybody else here is missing.
Oh, well, that's not good.
And at this point, add 25 record points and keep track of this as you go on. You've gained a record point now from the strange experience of waking up.
You said
But
25?
Yeah, 25 record points.
All right. So can I look around the ballroom to see if I can find any trace of anyone who was there?
Uh, sure, make me a spot hidden check.
Let's see. Where the hell did everyone go? I have failed the spot hidden check.
Alright. There's no sign of your friends or anybody else. And you're left with, well, to you, it seems that looking into the hall outside, this place is deserted. You could continue to search for your friend, or you could leave the spooky house.
I'm gonna continue searching the house. There's got to be something up with this building.
Aye, aye.
You
And
don't just fall asleep in a building like that and have a dream like that and think there's nothing wrong here.
with that, we move into the more open portion of this, which, let me drop the map for you in chat, as I also put it up too on screen here. First, a timetable, and second, the Von Reicht Manor.
Oh. There it is. So here we are. We're in the Von Reich Manor. And we are...
I'll drop the map and the timetable. You start at 7 o'clock, and, well, let's just say don't let it grow too late into the night.
Understandable.
But by saying the number at any one of these rooms, you can explore the manor and go to search it. Though if you must pass through a number, you start in 228.
228 is here. Okay.
If you must go through a number to get to another room, you have to say that number first. So like if there's a room inside of a room or staircases or whatever.
Understandable. I guess obviously I wouldn't know what room is what. Let's go start by going to room 292.
Alrighty. Heading to 292.
Something about that map, something about the room beyond it seems a little important.
As you push open the door, you see you've discovered a small dining room. A small table rests within the center of the room, complete with 2 settings and 2 chairs. You might be able to try to search this for more.
Yeah.
Or listen to see if there's anything.
I'll investigate the room. Investigative journalism never sleeps. And I pass.
Alright. Searching the room, you don't see anything unusual. 1 spot on the timetable has passed. You may return to the map.
Alright, let's go to 250.
Alright. You recognize this room as the kitchen. Dirt and long curtains of dust shroud everything, and delicately draped like fine lace between pieces of furniture.
Alright, so this is where they cooked all the stuff that made me go loopy. So I definitely want to investigate this room. And we pass again.
Alright. Though you search through this room, you don't find anything unusual.
Surprising. You'd think this would be where they keep all the weird stuff that makes you fall asleep and everything. But if there's nothing there, then I suppose we could check room 344.
This room is locked, and The lock, you might be able to bust your way through it or finesse it. Also,
Hmm.
add 2 record points for the
Okay.
last 2 rooms you've been in.
Can I can I use my sleight of hand to try to lockpick the door?
Yes, you may.
Oh, sick. Wait, that works.
Yes, make a sleight of hand check.
I have passed the sleight of hand check.
All right. As you finesse it with a little pocket screwdriver, the
Hmm.
door creaks loudly open to reveal the kitchen pantry. Shelves are
Ooh.
lined with assorted canned and boxed goods, taking up most of the space in this large closet. You
Can I investigate the pantry?
sure. You could either make spot hidden to see if there's anything hidden, or you could attempt to suss out some of the medicines that appear to be here with a
Suss
medicine
out.
roll.
I think I'll go for the spot hidden because that's definitely the one that I have a higher odds for, and I passed.
All right. There's a glint of something metallic that catches your eye as you pass by a small stand in the room. Stooping closer, you find Corey's ring, a graduation ring. Your companion is here somewhere, and you
I
also
guess
gain 5 record points.
5 record points. All right. So he's here. We just need to find out where. So I guess that gives us enough information to go by. Guess we could continue searching this floor. So let's get back into room 250. I guess since I have to go there to get out of the hallway.
250. You instantly recognize this room is actually that's the kitchen you've already been in.
Yeah, I thought
But
we had to go back to each room.
no, once you've investigated a place, you can pass
Okay,
through
okay.
it with no issue.
So can I go to room to 354, which is the staircase?
But you're now at 7:40 on the timetable.
I
Uh,
see.
go to which room? Sorry.
354. That's the hallway.
As you wander through this eerie, lonely hall, make a spot hidden roll.
Spot hidden. I have passed the spot hidden roll.
Neat. Making your way through the hall, and walking down it, you see something else, metal, that pokes from underneath a discarded coat. It's a small little switchblade.
Hmm. Can I pick it up?
Mm-hmm.
I will. I'll arm myself for now.
And add 1 record point.
All right.
Now, on to further investigations.
So let's take a look at room 289.
289. Peering through the glass doors of this room, you see that is a greenhouse room, probably once opulent, but now in disrepair as rain pours through the many broken and missing panes of glass on the roof. A set of double doors leads from this room out into the back garden. Many twisted and odd forms of vegetation grow within the soil or hang creepily from cracked pots and baskets that dangle from parts of the ceiling. Plants are the most unusual you've ever seen, with many strange foliage and colors. Plants with the yellow thorny vines and gray flowers twist and creep along the broken bricks of the floor, while stiff, sharp, red sword-like leaves with pink warts sprout out of the floor. An odd black foliage growth is thriving, hanging from the roof, its green fibrous roots dug right into the glass. This whole room is a bizarre sight. You add 2 record points. I'm not sure I'm able to hear you, Elliot. You might be muted.
Oh, oops, sorry about that. I roll for a spot hidden check, and I passed.
Nice.
Let's see what these weird plants have on further inspection.
Mm-hmm. As you poke about and move towards the other side, you spot some sort of movement coming from the yard. Someone out there in the rain and the fog.
Can I see who that is? That would be a spot hidden, I assume.
It's
as well?
hard to make out at this distance due to the rain and the fog, and the figure is all past, moving outside to some place where he's now obscured from your vision.
Well, that seems... The sign of life is nice, but, weird figure, not so nice. So, let's head back inside.
Alright. 1 record point from the strange figure you saw.
Mm-hmm. And let's take a look at room 241.
Now at 8 o'clock, you open the door to this chamber. You can't help but notice how damp and humid the air is, with an almost salty smell. As you ease yourself, you discover the source of the dampness. A huge, slime-covered pool fills the room. Thick, black, and bilious algae and seaweeds float on the stagnant water, and the once delicate and beautifully tiled floor is buckled and cracked. The foul-scented water trickles from the walls and the ceiling.
Can I inspect
Faint
the slime
sounds.
pool?
Yeah, faint
Actually,
sounds also emanate from within this room.
I'm gonna go for a listen check in here. I'm gonna listen a little closer here. So we pass barely.
Also add 1 record point.
Mm-hmm. So what do I hear?
You grow numb with fear as you hear a muffled gurgling, slurping sound from the pool.
That's a little weird. I guess I will now, against my better judgment, spot hidden in the pool. And we have passed that roll, also just barely.
Cautiously but curious, you creep closer to the edge of the thick, disease-infested water. All is quiet and still. And suddenly, before you can even look, a scaled, bloated tentacle horror rises with a hiss from the dark water. Could you make me a sand check?
Yeah, let's see if that affects my sanity in any good way. I rolled a 5. So that's a pass.
A very good pass. You weather yourself against the horror. This is strange, but you keep your handle on your mind. The octopoidal monstrosity, as soon as it rises, lashes out, with a surprise attack. You could choose to dodge or fight back.
Can I fight back? Do I have... Oh, I have the switchblade on me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fight back.
All right. Could you make
What
me
do
a
I roll?
fighting check?
Fighting is 25. I have failed.
The creature also fails, hitting
Cool.
hitting some tiles beside you and sending them flying up into the air.
Should I dodge them? I'm gonna roll to dodge that, and I have passed.
Oh no, you don't need to dodge those tiles
okay.
flying up into the air.
Oh,
But
okay.
it slowly retracts its tentacle, giving you time to make your next move.
All right. I will try to attack again. And I have failed again.
It's going to try to fight back against that. And it hits.
Oh, geez. So how do I...
Hold on, I'm pulling up what happens when this... You find, to your horror, that it drags you into the murky pool.
Oh, no.
Struggling fiercely to escape, you take in some great gulps of that slimy black water. You make me a strength check.
Strength check. Let's see. Oh, I rolled a 99.
That is a fumble, and it is critically successful.
Ouch. Yeah, that tracks.
And as it pulls you in, you're slowly engulfed in its thick and rubbery flesh. Sound of faint murmuring like waves on the edge of a lake. As you are brought closer and closer to that, could you make me a sanity check?
Let's check my sanity. I have passed the sanity check.
All right. Your unfamiliar visit with this deals you 3 points of sanity damage.
That's fair.
And suddenly, you find that you are alone in the pool, but a little bit worse for wear, having taken 5 points of damage.
Ow.
Is that more than half your health?
That is exactly half my health.
You're majorly wounded. There is a laceration across your chest, and it's a bit harder to breathe. But so far it hasn't. You'll need to get medical attention after this, but so far it hasn't led to adverse physical effects. Not yet.
I can move still. This is
from the experiments. You gain 2 points of Cthulhu Mythos and lose 2 sanity points, as well as 6 record points.
I gained 6 record points. We'll take those. Alright, am I back inside the house, or am I in the pool now?
You're in the pool, though whatever was here is gone.
Cool. I guess we can just leave the room then? Suppose leaving the room might be a good idea. And we can go to room... Let's explore room 346.
With a weak moan, the door opens into the parlor. Once beautiful furniture rests peacefully against the walls. An old grandfather clock stands silently at attention, the hands frozen in time forever. There's some items of historical importance, though you could also just more generally search the room. Actually, I should get up a grandfather clock sound.
And I have passed the search check.
Let's see.
Yes.
That works. Now
Yes,
it
it does.
at 8:30 of time. You're making a spot hidden check.
Yes, and I passed it.
All right. Uh, 6 to 7. Hold on. Oh, that's the one.
Mm-hmm.
As you look over the grand timepiece, you spot some movement within the large, crystal guarded face of the clock.
Mm. Should I search further than, or can I reach out to it?
Well, could you make me a luck roll?
Make a luck roll. I have 45 luck, so I have passed.
As you as you peer from across the room into the semi-reflective glass face of the clock, you notice a ghostly face peering back at you. The spectral figure floats from the old timekeeper to stand directly in front of you. The haunt is that of a beautiful woman dressed in funeral garb. Could you make me a sand check?
Let's see. That's spooky. I hope that doesn't scare me. 32. I have 52 sanity, so I pass.
And can you make me another luck check?
Let's check luck. 25, so I also pass that. I'm limping, but I have luck at least.
And what was the results of your sanity check?
They both passed.
The haunt hovers before you, and unstartled, you stare back at it. After a moment, the spirit smiles at you and says it may be able to help you with your search, though its words are
that's useful.
croaked out as whispers, obviously strained.
How can she help me?
Any one room, its contents, that before I depart.
She can tell me the contents of any one room.
Mm-hmm.
Room 443.
Yeah. Oh, I overshot.
Going quite a bit far down. Understandable.
Yes. It's a cavernous room, thick with the cloying smell of chemicals. And it appears to be a laboratory of some sort. Jars and vials of assorted liquids, dried plants, etc. adorn the shelves and tables. Large glass jars hold preserved remains of various animals in yellowed fluid. Rats, cats, frogs, as well as a grisly assortment of larger mammalian organs such as hearts, eyes, and brains, all flash as pictures in your mind.
That's a lot.
Strange electronic equipment and panels of switches. But in the very center of the room hangs a large metal slab ridged with swivels and winches directly above the platform. The ceiling is constructed in a gleaming glass dome. Cages and tanks hold some live specimens, and a few sickly potted plants of gross and disfigured shape crowd a small corner table.
Seems like a very important room.
Yes, the room is
No,
dark to make anything else, but looks to be full of things to explore. And the
seems
spirit
very.
fades away, gains 7 record points,
That's a
as
lot.
well as the 8 record points from viewing the laboratory.
We're at 58. There we go. All right. So, is that all that there is to offer from the parlor?
That's all there is to offer from the parlor, unless you'd like to investigate its history.
Actually, we could investigate its history. Wait, what is my... That would be my history check? Let's see.
Yes. And remind me what room number the parlor is?
It is room 346. So I don't think... I don't trust my luck there. So we'll not investigate that. I want to take a look into room 343 now.
Alright. This door groans as it opens on a lounge complete with overstuffed furniture and a faded, moth-eaten carpet. On the walls hang several old paintings of people, the paint faded and cracked with age.
Can I investigate them?
Sure, make an idea or spot hidden roll.
I'll roll an idea. I'll roll for idea. That's the higher chance. I have rolled a 13, and so I've passed it.
Examining the paintings closer, you realize, though distorted, these are people from before, O'Brien and Miss Quinn. The paintings were signed by the artists in 1783.
Huh. That's old. But wait, 1783. But they had accents that weren't
Mhm.
from their motherland. There were accents from here,
Yeah.
but they were
Gained
from
6 record
1783.
points.
6 record. Cool. Is that all there is to examine in the room? Just the fact that those are
Mm-hmm.
old paintings?
Yeah.
All right. So let's take a look back into, or take a step into room 255, since it's right next to it.
Opening the door, you have found the conservatory. The air is still and heavy with dust as you walk along more moth-eaten carpet, picking up small clouds of dirt and dust. There's faint
I
sounds
mhm,
and things to investigate.
think I will listen in the room first. So we have passed.
All right.
What's this spooky room have for us?
The sounds are only that of a small cockroach hiding under a
Huh.
dresser.
Guess I should have expected. Yes, I can expect most of these rooms to have weird eldritch abominations hiding
Mhm.
around, but I guess that's more of a relief than anything else. Let's investigate this room then. Let's see if we can spot hidden.
All right.
And we have
As the
passed.
clock reaches 9,
Hmm.
yeah, remind me the number of the conservatory.
The conservatory?
Hmm. The
Which
one you were
conser-
just in.
Oh, the room that we just went into is
Hmm.
255.
I see. Did you succeed your spot hidden?
Yes. And it is 9 o'clock.
As you pull back some of the carpet, there's a secret trapdoor.
Ooh. Can we go into the secret trapdoor?
Hmm.
I'd like to
Moving
travel
along
into that.
it, step into this dark passageway, and
And
da-da-da. It's anticipation.
the
There,
anticipation, the
you
build up.
push past the door at the end of the secret passageway, with no issues along the way,
Hmm.
and into a lounge with overstuffed furniture. It's a room
Overstuffed.
you've already been to. This is a secret passage to 343.
Oh. A secret passage to 343 from 255?
Hmm.
That's interesting. They're already connected. So there's just a secret passage in between them as well.
Seems so.
That seems a little redundant. But I guess who am I to argue about the architecture of a building? Guess we can go back then.
It's not like the architecture was randomly rolled.
True. Let's go back to the room we were in 255. We already investigated both those areas. So let's take a step into room 331 since it's attached.
All right. The clock strikes 9, and stepping into 331, slowly, a once ornate, aged wooden door slides away, allowing a clear view of the den from where you stand. The most
Nice.
outstanding sight of the room is a large stone bust of an unarmed, unidentified man perched on a high pedestal.
I guess first we should, as usual, spot hidden and see if there's anything else strange in this room. And we pass that roll.
Rotating the bust, you find there's a mechanism to it.
Ooh,
There's
mechanical man.
a secret passageway.
Another secret passageway. This room's all full of them. Let's see where it leads to. Let's take another dive. Maybe this one won't be to an adjacent room again.
Possibly. And let's see where this one takes you.
Let's see if we can power game this. Let's see if it leads us somewhere useful.
Cracking open the trapdoor, you peer in. This is a billiards room, obvious from the huge billiard table that stands heavily in the center of the floor. An ornate fireplace decorates one wall. The stonework is adorned with fierce, snarling, and ugly faces and creatures.
Do I know what room this is?
It's 271. Looking outside and
271.
comparing the rest of the rooms around it.
I see. Ooh, okay. Let me spot hidden in this room. Maybe I can spot something cool with that billiards table.
Sure.
Play a game of pool while waiting.
There also seems to be something occult about the faces, and something almost an odd feeling that you might want to try, that you could try to tap into.
All right.
But starting
so
with spot hidden.
We've passed just barely.
Gotcha. You get a lot of passes.
Yes, I have a 65% chance, so it's more in favor than it's not. And I think I threw most of my luck out the window at the start.
Pushing open the billiards table, you find another secret passage. And also at this point, I must give you the 15 record points you've gotten from going through all these secret passages, one after the other.
Yes, so that's at 79. Okay. So we see a secret passage. I'm not going to go into it yet. I'm going to roll for occult in this room.
All right.
And I have passed with a 12.
The hideous stone figures, these faces which come off the wall, are old French gargoyles, the kind you'd find on the side of a chapel to stop rain from running down. But inside, on the inside here, they almost serve as hideous guards. 1 record point.
Nice. So I'm just write this like this. All right. So you said there was occult, and you said there was something else in the room as well.
A strange feeling you could try to pick up on with a power roll.
A power. Let's see. Let's channel my occult powers and see if we can succeed again. 59. So a pass.
You wander closer to the towering fireplace, examining the stonework. Without warning, a fire bursts from the cold ashes within the long, dormant fireplace.
Ooh.
As you back away, you catch a glimpse of movement from the corner of your eye. One of the stone gargoyles, the face, the snake coming out of the wall, its eyes blink, and then it begins to slither out. Could you make me a sand roll?
A sand roll. It's just a snake. It's not attacking me. He's just chilling.
It might
It's
attack
just.
you. Sand roll first.
Let's see. I rolled a 13.
You weather
Which
yourself
is
against it. This is terrifying, but you have to remain in control. Save Corey.
should I fight the snake with my knife?
And the snake begins to slither towards you. You get
Yeah.
first opportunity to
I'm gonna
run,
stab this.
attack, or whatever.
I'm gonna take out that switchblade. And I have generated. These seem like all really low rolls, but I guess I have rolled a 3.
A
I
3
pass.
to hit?
Yes.
Alright. You don't have a damage bonus, do you?
No, it is a 0.
Then you just deal the maximum 4 points of damage and just barely push past the armor of this creature.
It's armored? I thought it was a snake.
Well, it is stony after all.
That is true.
And the snake, well, piercing into it has no chance to retaliate, but with its attack, it moves to bite, though is so slow, it can be easily sidestepped. It is still stone after all.
Should I roll to dodge, or is it just I get to dodge it?
Actually, roll to dodge or fight back, your choice.
I will fight back.
Make
With
a
my
fighting roll.
25% chance. I have failed. I have gotten a 63.
You try to stab at it, but your attacks are both ineffective, yours bouncing off of its scaly, stony hide.
Now is he able to hit me back? That's the real question.
Yes. It is your turn. Could you make me a luck roll?
A luck roll? Let's see. I have failed the luck roll with a 91.
Nothing in this room turns up that could be more effective than your small little switchblade. Though thankfully the door remains open. You haven't been able the snake hasn't been able to close you off from that.
Alright, I'm gonna go into the trapdoor that we found at the start of this room.
Alright, heading back through the secret passageway, you're able to escape it. It can do nothing to open it once the hatch is shut.
Cool.
And you escape the room.
Where do we end up now?
Well, you're back on the map. You've just gone the other way of the trapdoor.
Oh, we went the other way. Okay, so we're just back on the map.
Add 5 record points from that strange experience.
Very strange. Let's go up the stairs to the second floor from the staircase next to 271. Does that cost any movement?
The stairway. Well,
Yeah.
it is. It's 9:30 now, and and the stairway that's 670, right?
I don't think it has a number on it. 670.
That might be the other way stairway I'm thinking of. Let me pull up the map.
It says
604 and it's just one of those generic stairways. No, you can pass those no issue.
Oh yeah, can I go into room 281 then?
281.
On the second floor.
Gotcha. Heading to the second floor, you move to room 281. This is a bathroom, and there's nothing of interest of here.
I guess we leave the bathroom then. Can we explore room 408?
Yep. Moving to 408. The doors here are locked again.
Ooh, we're gonna go for sleight of hand to open this, John. I have passed.
Gotcha. The doors are jimmied open, and moving into the room.
Okay.
The door reluctantly squeaks open to reveal a musty storage room. Boxes and crates are stacked to the web-laced ceiling, and assorted debris spills out to the floor from overstuffed and broken crates. It seems that a majority of items in this room are in foreign languages,
Hmm.
or
Can I
marked with
see
that
if
at least. You may attempt any one of the following, marking off a space on the timetable for each. You can try to read in Arabic, Chinese, French, German, or Russian.
I'm gonna try to read in German. And let me roll for that. I failed.
You're unable to make it out. You could try again, though you've advanced to 950 at this point.
All right, I'm gonna try one more time. I failed even harder.
10 o'clock, the clock chimes.
Okay, let's. Can I just investigate the room?
Mm.
Spot hidden.
There doesn't seem to be anything hidden here,
Okay,
just the
okay.
crates. But,
Can I use? Can I roll for my own language,
and there
or is it
aren't
all
any in
foreign?
English, sadly, all foreign.
All right. You know what? We're gonna try one more roll. Statistically speaking, this has to be the roll. I failed once more.
10-10. Two
We
record
are going.
points, but whatever writing in German this would yield is lost to you.
I.
Should have paid more
I am.
attention in school.
Damn. It's been too long. Let's go to room 382 then.
A bedroom. This chamber is furnished normally for a bedroom, and all seems to be in order.
All right. Well, let's just investigate it. You know, people hide a lot of things in their bedrooms.
Hmm. Let me just roll.
And I
All
passed.
right. 58. Searching through this, all is calm and quiet, and yeah, nothing seems to be yielded except one record point for this bedroom.
Just a record point. I guess that's fine. Then that would be. Let me just do this. All right. So let's if there's nothing in here, let's take a look at room 287.
You find yourself in what appears to be a nursery. Within the room rest three antique cribs, as well as an assortment of very old toys.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You
I'm
could
gonna.
look at this from the historical angle, try to pick up on the faint sounds that seem to be emanating, or feel whatever strange feeling lingers in this room, a remnant
Would
of
that be a
past
power roll?
time. Yeah, that would be a power roll.
I'm gonna do a power roll. I have passed the power roll.
Poking through the various items, something seems to call out to you. Reaching into a toy box, you find
Find. What funny toy do they have from the 1700s?
one of the antique toys brought out begins to spin on its own. Could you make me a sand check?
Oh no, that's the scariest thing. Jack in the Box is terrifying. I passed it with a 2.
It doesn't startle you, not after everything you've been through, but its haunting melody chimes out as, having just picked it up, it begins to move automatically. At least you have a noisemaker of some kind.
It's a nice tool to have around. Can I take it along with me?
Mm-hmm.
We'll take that along with us. And Is there anything special about it that I could inspect, like with the occult?
No, it's a simple wooden music box with a
I
ballerina on
see.
it, but the haunting little folk melody it brings out.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I want to see if the soundtrack actually has this celebrate, but I have a
Oh.
perfect little melody that would work uh,
Mm-hmm.
for this.
As I walk around the as I walk around the manor with this music box on me.
Yeah. It doesn't have a separate track, just the full album's all I see.
That's
So,
unfortunate.
but I wanted to do the Archive 81 piano.
Is that from?
Have you seen the show? I highly recommend you watch it. It's a very good
I
horror
have
show.
not. But
But
all right. But
continue exploring. It's about 10:30 now.
let's go to room 420. Or the hallway, I should say.
Hey, hey. And this is a random chance room. Make a
Ooh.
luck roll.
Luck roll. Let's see what we got. I have failed the luck roll.
As you wander by this section of the hallway, you feel yourself pushed by some unseen force. The wind is knocked out of you as you slam against the already broken railing around the balcony.
Well,
As
that's
you,
not good.
and with a loud crack, the wood-eaten splinters give way to your weight. Could
Huh.
you could you make a jump roll for me?
A jump roll? What is that? Oh, okay, it's 20%. I have passed the jump roll, thank God.
Oh my. You somehow manage to find a hand grip as you teeter precariously on the edge of the balcony, the splintered portion of the railing crashing loudly to the dusty floor below. Slowly, you ease yourself away from the ledge and continue on your way, shaken and harried. 3 record points.
That could have been
And
really
actually, I should give
bad.
you 3 record points from the toy you got too.
Okay, so that's a total of 93 now. All right, let's go and check out room 314.
A room that was once a bedroom. A man from the look of a man's from the look of the furniture and the decor. Like the others, this room seems to have been long unused. You may attempt any one of the following: idea roll, luck roll, or spot hidden.
Let's go for an idea roll. I have passed the idea roll.
Alrighty. Trying to correlate things together. Nothing seems too out of place here. It's all what you'd typically expect from a man's bedroom.
All what you would expect from a man's bedroom. There's got to be something hidden there. But if there's
1040.
let's inspect the room. Let's see if we could spot hidden. And I have failed the spot hidden check. I
I think that's the first one so far.
think it's either the first or second one.
Yeah. You don't find anything in this room.
That's quite unfortunate. Let's I guess we could step out and go to 281 then.
That's just the bathroom you visited before.
Oh, there's two 281s.
Mm-hmm.
I see they're both bathrooms. Let's go to 604 then, that staircase. I want to go up the 604 staircase to the third floor.
The winding steps of the tower spiral up and up as the tower stretches 30 feet beyond the roof of the manor house. At the top of the stairs is a heavy wooden door, securely locked.
Alright, we're gonna slide a hand this, John. I have passed the sleight of hand roll.
Nice. Finessing your way in, you gain entry.
Alright, so we climb up into room 443 now, right? Or is there anything else in the staircase to note?
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to check because I might have gone to the wrong number for this, but
Oh, okay.
Yes, it was. Here. And now, this is a random chance room.
Ah, again. The 604 or the 443?
When you pass this door.
Oh, okay.
The small cold room beyond holds only one thing, a rather ornate but old telescope. The tarnished gold-colored telescope points to one of the three glassless towers, through one of the three glassless windows of the tower. Peering through the telescope, you see a star centered in the middle of the lens. 3 record points.
Cool.
And you could be able to investigate further.
I'll investigate that further.
Make a no roll.
A no roll. Okay, no is... It's not int, right? What would no be under?
Education.
Oh, duh, education. Education, yeah, I passed. So what is this star that I am looking at?
This telescope points towards the constellation of Taurus. 2 record points.
Look at that,
And
almost to 100. Look at that.
Yeah, it is now 11 o'clock.
It's now 11. Ooh. Can we enter room 443 from here?
443. Let me check the map.
Yes, because I believe we're in 604 right now. And
Yes.
up the staircase.
Yes, you can.
So I'd like to enter room 443 now.
443.
This absolute
Alrighty.
unit of room.
Mm-hmm. You chose the very best room you could have gotten your look into.
Alright, so will I need to investigate this room more since I already looked into it?
Looking into it, well, you were only able to get brief glimpses of things, and there's many things you could look about in this room. You could make basically any variety of science check.
Okay.
You could chemistry, botany, astronomy. You could try to look at the machines with electrical repair. An idea to get a general overview. No, to identify some of the stuff. Library use to sort through some of the documents here. A luck roll to just see what comes up. Mechanical repair to also look at more machines. Occult to identify some of the strange artifacts here. Pharmacy to look at the medicines. Spot hidden to give a general look. And zoology, another science about the animals.
Alright, let's start first with the occult roll. I have succeeded the occult roll.
Alright. You know, through your knowledge of the occult, that many of the items you find in this cavernous room are used in various disgusting black magic rites for raging and animating the dead, supposedly. Could you make me a listen roll?
A listen roll. Let me do a listen roll. 55 out of 60. I have passed the listen roll.
You go pale as you hear the muffled moan of somebody in the room.
Huh. Can I try to search in to see if I can find where they are in the room?
Looking around, it's not that hard. One slab
Oh,
hangs above the rest of the room, and there's a body on it,
can I
moving,
see who the
bound up there.
Can I tell who the body is?
Moving to get a better look. Moving closer. There, atop the suspended slab, lies Corey, shirtless and
Huh.
partially draped in a torn white sheet. His wrists are held tight to the cold metal table, this slab hanging in the air.
Can I try to get him down somehow?
Mhm.
Would it be connected to the machines?
You may. You cannot reach
Now,
him from where you are, of course. You are on the ground, and it hangs precariously 25 feet above you.
oh, that is very high up.
You have several options. There do appear to be machines which you could try to bring him down with electrical repair or mechanical repair or operate heavy machinery. Or you could try to
What
climb the cables to reach him.
could I? Oh, these are all such risky things. You said it was electrical or repair, and what else?
Electrical repair, mechanical repair, or operate heavy machinery.
Oh, these are all bad choices. I think you said you could climb as well, right?
Yes.
I think I'm gonna try climbing. Oh boy. Let's roll to climb. I have rolled a 67 out of my 20. Do not think
Uh,
the climbing will
Sorely you
work.
manage to try to clamber up some chains. But as you do, the cables begin to swing dangerously, as does the cold slab.
Oh, that is not good. Do I roll to climb again, or
Um,
it's
yes, roll to
swinging?
climb again.
We have rolled a 27 this time.
That's not a pass.
That is not a pass.
Falling from falling from the cables this time, they become too unsteady.
Ouch.
You take 1 point of damage falling.
I am now below max HP, or under half max HP. I have 4 HP. Can I try? Okay, this is a long shot. Can I sleight of hand the machine?
No,
That's what I
it's
thought.
far too delicate.
It's far too delicate. Can I try electrical repairing the machine?
Yes, you may. Make an electrical repair check.
I have rolled a 40 out of 10. This is not gonna work.
It is now 11:30, and
Oh dear.
let's see. Electrical repair.
What happened when I failed the electrical repair?
Let me see. Something has gone very, very wrong.
Oh dear.
There's a humming
I hope.
sound, and then a crackle, and then Corey, muffled, begins to scream in agony.
Oh no.
His body painfully arcs, and
Uh,
he seems to be damaged, but he slowly begins to move again. You take
can,
1 point of sanity damage,
can I?
and
Can, yes.
return to fourth. Sorry. Return. You can try the other options too.
Can I? Can I try doing mechanical repair?
You may make a mechanical repair check. Also, 2 record points for shocking your friend.
Good job, me. I have rolled a 69. Nice. My mechanical repair is a 10.
Fail and You have not quite figured out the mechanics of the bulky mechanical mass. Trying a cable you thought would lower the table to the floor instead caused it to rise higher. The table now hangs at 35 feet. The
Oh, that's
crank
not
does
good
not turn
either.
the other way for some reason. Perhaps there's a locking mechanism.
Hmm. I'm gonna try to roll one more time for
It is
mechanical
now
repair because it didn't hurt.
11:30.
Oh, good. Oh, geez. We're running out of time here, but I don't think I have any other Are there any other options available to me? Yes, I should think about that
Operate
first.
heavy machinery.
That's it, right?
And you could try
Yeah,
climbing again.
we're gonna go for the 10%. I believe myself. I've played enough Fire Emblem to know that this has to work out eventually. I have rolled a 37.
Unfortunate.
So now what happens?
It raises another 10 feet higher.
Well, that's not
45
good.
feet in the air, almost to the ceiling. You're not sure it even goes any farther than this.
If we can't get it to go up anymore, then we have to be able to get it down. We're gonna roll another one of these. I have rolled a 66.
The slab doesn't go any higher,
But
but
it doesn't get it
it
doesn't
is
lower,
it
but
is
it does get higher.
11:40 as you've continued to fiddle around with this.
I will take one last ditch effort to climb the cables now up to a 45 feet height. I have made my
Make a
grave now
climb
a 30.
check.
I have rolled a 70.
Ouch.
Dang. All of the good rolls were in the
With
middle
a
of the run, it looks
risky
like.
and as high a climb as this, you take 3 points of damage.
I have 1 HP left.
You are very, very wounded, and you're not sure, with the lacerations you've received now exerted by climbing, you're not sure if you would survive if you went down.
All right. You mean like if I fell off of this?
Mm-hmm.
Can I safely climb back down or
You've already fallen.
Oh wait, so you mean if I climbed again?
Yeah. Or if you took
Huh?
basically any kind of damage.
Oh,
You're
you mean if
you're
it would
you're
knock me down? I see.
yeah.
All right. We're gonna go. What time is it right now? Is it 11:40 now?
Yes, it is 11:40.
All right. All we can do, I think, is to roll. I think, right? And I have rolled a 58. I was gonna do that for mechanical repair, but it won't go any higher, so that's fine at
Yeah, it
least.
doesn't go any higher at least.
I don't think
As you've tried to fiddle, it is now 11:50. And
the last
you
thing we can
hear the
do.
faint sound of chanting growing closer and closer through the mansion.
Can I? Should I do a listen check for that?
No, it's loud enough, and it's
Oh,
growing
I see.
ever so slightly.
All right, I'm gonna do. Do I get one last roll here?
It's your choice about what is the best course of action.
We're gonna go for the Hail Mary. We're gonna go for electrical repair, and we're gonna roll for this 10%. I have rolled an 82.
Pain. And, well,
I definitely have shocked my friend again, I'm pretty sure.
yes, you have. He arches back in pain. The screams ring out. You take 2 points of sanity damage.
Okay, I am at 49 sanity.
The sight of seeing your friend on this contraption, it's you gain 5 record points as
Cool.
you're forced by the sound of, well, yeah, we're at that stage now.
The timetable has
6:47.
maxed out. So now what happens?
Here, I'm gonna put on some nice.
Oh no.
Let's see if I can find a looped version of this.
Oh jeez.
I think this should serve its purpose.
There they go.
The clock is silent for a moment.
Oh jeez.
Is any sound playing right now?
No sound is playing.
Damn it.
It doesn't say that anything popped up either.
That's because I've been rolling in a secret channel, but
I see.
let's just do something that might give a better result.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
The chanting. Oh, there he is.
Midnight draws in, and
Oh dear. That sounds foreboding.
at the windows you see several figures in hooded black robes crossing the grounds, moving towards the mansion, towards your position.
Maybe they're gonna help me.
An eerie, weird chorus wades in as you hear them ascending the stairs.
Should I brandish my knife?
You brandish your small knife. Though, now the chorus is at the door. Is there anything you would like to try to do to prepare?
Let's see. What could I do here that would be smart? Could I listen to hear if they're saying anything from outside the door?
Make a listen roll. Actually, you can hear it, but make an occult. So,
Occult?
to identify.
Alright, I have rolled an 8.
An
Nice.
8. This, what they speak of in multiple languages and ancient tongues, is an ancient ritual beyond any occult knowledge even you know.
Oh,
You
dear.
recognize that in the writings of paranormal seances and rituals, these things are spoken of in brief and hushed whispers, and then the door opens. But at first there is no figure on the other side, and then figure step through, forming a line at the end of this room as they look into it. And unconcealed, they see you. Could you make me a power roll?
A power roll, I see. We'll do a power roll, and we're gonna roll a... Holy fuck, I rolled a 95.
Failing miserably.
Oh, no. No,
You
not like
black
this.
out. And when your eyes wake up, you hear the chanting from the garden. And the slab is empty. They move towards the brooding dark forest outside.
Do they have the slab with them?
No, Corey is gone from the slab.
I see.
And let me pull up a good theme for this. I'm trying something from World of Horror.
Mm-hmm. Oh, from World of Horror.
Yeah.
I see. That's a good game choice.
I'm trying to just get the basic investigation theme.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's hard to get the
Here we
for more
go.
obscure titles. There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
They move out towards the forest outside.
Mm-hmm. Do I
You-
follow them?
You, strangely, have been left in this room. For what purpose, you do not know.
I guess I will follow them to the forest. There's not much else I can do if Corey's missing.
Three, nine. Or... six. Yep. As you watch the procession vanish into the gloom of the forest, you know that Corey must be with them. You can choose to follow the line of figures, making your way down through the mansion, or the brief thought flashes into your mind. You could run, you could escape. You're very weak yourself.
I'm not letting Corey go down alone.
Very noble. 5 record points from seeing the ritual. But they move into the forest ahead of you. In the rain and the fog, it may be hard to track them.
Can I do a spot hidden check to track them?
Make a spot hidden check.
I have failed the spot hidden check and rolled an 84.
You have one last chance. Listen, spot hidden, or track.
See, we're gonna go for listen.
And this time,
I've rolled.
it's a little bit harder. Some time has passed. So, you're going to need to make a hard success, under half.
I failed.
In the dark forest, you become lost. And now, not only have you lost track of your friend, you've become lost yourself.
Oh, that's not good.
In your frenzied flight to safety, you stumble over a gnarled tree root,
Oh.
and your switchblade, when you get back up, is gone.
Huh. That's very unfortunate.
You look around, desperately searching for Corey or for help, and your breath forms a chill fog as it mixes with the air of the rain. Your own heart madly beats, and eyes watch into you. Pulling yourself to your feet, there's a pair of red, wolfen eyes ahead of you.
I look back into the abyss. What do I roll?
Dodge or fight back.
I'm gonna dodge. I have failed the dodge chance. That was my high roll.
The teeth. Failing your dodge chance, you're unable to avoid. The teeth of a wolf that is far more than wolf. Towering over the rest of a pack that slowly comes into view. and then growing to stand on its hinds. Its mouth still pulling you, hoisting you into the air. And as the last thing, before you lose consciousness, 6 record points, and
Cool.
you have perished.
I have perished, but I got 116 record points, so I think that's a pretty good solid score, right?
Yep. Only problem is that, well, without your friends, yeah, let me trying to find just the single. Here we go. Without your friend, you lose a great deal of those record points.
Oh, unfortunate.
And there's also this chance that not much of it will make, it will not, there's also the chance that in this deep dark forest, your notes may not come to light.
I see.
Could you make me a roll D100, and if, yeah, roll me a D100, and if it's under, yeah, 116, that would be, yeah, if it's under 23, your notes make it back to civilization and are published.
It was a 34.
34. Unfortunate. Your notes die with you.
And they were never heard from again.
Your final total is 116, but never made it out.
So is it a 0?
Dead? I'm gonna just say dead. No. Better. Missing. Not even your death can be confirmed.
Oh,
And your
geez.
score is 116. And that closes the first run of Alone on Halloween. Well, now,
Well, that's that.
as the nature of the round robin, is there someone you'd like to nominate? Someone to come looking for you, to avenge you,
to come looking for me,
to avenge you,
Oh,
to hopefully
that is a good choice.
figure
That's
out
a
the
good
mystery
one.
of this place, and maybe bring solace to all the tragedy that has transpired here.
Well, I think what better to look for one professor than another professor. I think I'd like to nominate Professor Bloom.
A
look
good
for my body.
choice. Now, could we have you say that with much vigor?
With much vigor. Professor Bloom, please avenge me.
Very, very good. Well, hopefully, Professor Bloom will be the next to run through this hellish Halloween trial. And as we come to the end, how did you enjoy that?
I thought it was pretty fun. It's been a while since I've done something like this, like I said. I think I definitely feel like the distribution that I chose for the stats was something I could have put more thought into.
You were a very, very smart character.
That's about it.
and a very focused on a few things.
Yes. The fighting 25% really got me, because I really wanted to swing at things, and then I realized, oh, that's not very good chances. And I put 50% of my points into firearms and didn't have a gun on me.
Well, it's possible to make it through this. Yes, you forgot to open your glove box.
Oh fuck. I feel like the way it would have ended up anyway. Would the handgun still have been on me when I woke up?
Probably not.
That's
But it
what I
might have been
figured.
placed somewhere through the house.
Oh, true. Because that would have been like probably the safest way for me to get out of this alive. If I fill people full of lead, that tentacle wouldn't have known what hit it.
Always
But no,
be
it was
ready
fun.
to concealed carry.
You know, as the youth say, you gotta have that MF thing on you.
The painful
was
thing
very
is
fun.
I'm sure someone has actually said that to you.
Yes. He said it after winning a fighting game and then took a bite into a corn dog that he pulled out of his pocket. So he was in fact strapped.
Maybe be succeeded by the youth. Hopefully. To go to better heights than we will.
Hopefully.
Well. Now, we ought to find somebody to raid, don't you think?
We should. I know Bunzel is celebrating.
Ah,
his
yes,
1-year
I was
anniversary.
actually with Bunzel earlier, so it's only appropriate
Of course, let's
that I
get
send
into
you
it.
back his way, and it's his 1 year.
Yeah, it seems like it would be fitting.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Au revoir, everybody.
Thank you everyone for stopping by.
And remember, strange mansions in the middle of the storm are not always the best place to stop at.
I think very rarely they are.